Daniel 2.1 is born. Hi everyone, it's been 2 weeks from my last video. Just wanted to update how everything's going. My YouTube channel has grown to 5 subscribers, which is an interesting feeling, I would say. Yeah, so the first thing what I wanted to start with is just to recap a couple of things what I addressed in my last video. So when it comes to the books, I have finished Think and Grow Rich book. The easiest part is to read the book, but the most difficult part is to execute the book. Now I'm working on executing the book. One of my next goals will be to write my burning desire on the paper and hang it on the wall. Definitely would recommend people to start reading Think and Grow Rich. As I mentioned, that book is quite philosophical, and everyone will actually understand the book differently, but there are quite few good principles and kind of points to start with, how to find your passion and how to execute your goals. The other book what I actually have started already reading is Rich Dad Poor Dad. It is a personal finance book which it is highly reviewed. I think it was 4.5 stars on Amazon. I would say I have read about 2 chapters and it is quite interesting. Not everything is applicable because it's really based about United States. However, there are some insights which are really helpful. The next thing was knowledge. Definitely by reading the books, I do learn more things about business, about the mindset, about the human brain and everything else. The other thing what I have done is I went to Udemy. I had a kind of keen interest in finding out how the dropshipping business works, so I did finish a course there. It's how to start a dropshipping business from scratch. There was a couple of things which were new to me, which is great. I did learn a couple of new things. However, the majority of the things what I did find out on this course is actually available online for free. So I would not recommend to go and buy any of these courses. Just go online and search for yourself. My brain or our brain, definitely something what I'm starting to gain more and more interest by watching YouTube channel called Be Inspired. So go check it out. It is really interesting information there. There's a lot of people who are quite knowledgeable about brain, about motivation, about our programs and everything else. So definitely something what actually gets my heart racing because it's really in-depth, really inspiring information. By watching one of the last videos on Inspired YouTube channel, I did find out about nootropics, which is a smart drugs and which help people with motivation, with focus, etc. I actually do use one of them daily now while I'm gymming. So creatine is one of the nootropics which actually helps the brain as well. What I have decided is that I'm gonna find online top 5 books about nootropics, and I'm gonna try to read all of them and see what it's all about and see if there will be something interesting. A couple of people who watched my last video gave me a feedback that I mentioned gym quite many times, which is good actually because it worked. I did listen to myself, and I could say that for the past 4 weeks I've been going to the gym 5 days a week. On my down days, I actually have started playing basketball, which is my love from back when I was younger. And if I don't play basketball, I go for a run. One other thing what actually works while I'm in the gym is listening to motivational speaking. On YouTube, there are several YouTube channels which gives you an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour long motivational speakers who are actually, there's Arnold, there is all of these kind of triathletes. I know that Joe Rogan is there as well, and a couple of things. I know Dr. Phil was there, which actually was quite interesting insights. It's not all about, let's say, motivational for gymming, but in general motivation. And I think there was a really good information, and I really liked it. And actually my energy levels are quite high while I do it, and my workouts are going really smooth. So I'm very happy about that. Is my mindset in the right place to actually do all of the things what I'm planning to do? The book Think and Grow Rich, it is actually more about mindset than anything else. And you need to believe, you need to imagine, you need to execute all the things what you actually are thinking consciously in your mind. If you do not put anything on a paper, if you do not execute your goals, it will be really difficult to achieve anything. What I'm trying to do is, with my mindset, I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier. I know that I've been really slacking off with vegetables in my diet, for example. I've been trying to eat that more, adding more vitamins, drinking vitamins, adding more fruit in my diet, and definitely cutting down on alcohol. From the last video, I have drank maybe 3-4 beers, which is really low for me because I really like beer. It's one of my favorite drinks. And the one thing is about my mindset as well is not to be angry that much. I've been trying to be more patient, more kind, and just generally be a better human being. Routine. Routine is definitely something which is helping me to actually be here where I am at the moment. If I look back where I was, let's say 4 weeks ago, I had all these ideas and I didn't have anything put on a paper, or didn't have a schedule, and I didn't work on my self-discipline. So right after I filmed the video, I did create my routine. I did create a schedule. Schedule it is when I wake up, when I eat, when I go to the gym, when I study, when I read, when I go to bed. I have to say that it's almost impossible to do all this 100% unless you are in the army. So I've been quite flexible with it. I am trying to wake up at 7 a.m. every morning, not 6 a.m. as I said in the video. I figured out that actually my body, it is not working for 6 a.m. at all at the moment. So 7 a.m. is actually much better for me. The other thing, when you have your schedule, when you have your routine, you need to incorporate things which you want to achieve. So for example, I have my 3 personal goals, 3 professional goals, what I set every morning or previous day if I have time, and then I know what I want to achieve for that day. This definitely helps me to keep in track what I do and why I do it. Sometimes, because I have a personality of grabbing so many things in the same time, sometimes I need to backtrack. And if I have somewhere to backtrack to, where is my list of all my goals, professional and personal, it definitely helps me to achieve those goals. And I have to say that is helping me a lot to achieve what I want to achieve in my daily day. The main outtake from creating a schedule and building the routine is that it helped me with my self-discipline. Now when I have the schedule, I feel sometimes bad and sometimes angry about myself because I have not completed something, or I have stayed awake for too long, or maybe I woke up at 10 sometimes. This is actually motivating me to improve, and definitely would suggest everyone to create their schedule and the routine. So my next goal for my next video is to write my burning desire on a paper. I did mention this already in my past video, and I need to repeat this again, is that I have started and I have finished finally reading a book, Think and Grow Rich. In this book, it's not all about reading it and then just shove it in a cupboard and don't do anything and everything will happen for you. It's not the case. What you need to do is you need to practically apply all those principles what you have read in the book. So my next goal is to go through the chapters again, set all the tasks what I need to do, start writing my burning desire, and I will achieve all my dreams and all my goals. Thank you.